All right, another fly by the seat of my pants stream, yay. And my hat took a crap right before the stream. Hello. Hi, Nora. How you doing, love? Good to see you. Well, I'm in a great mood today, as you probably have heard. Jeff Woodkey was free today, you guys. Our missionary in Humboldt County was a hostage for 6 years. National news today. National news today. Associated Press. Jeff Woodkey has been freed. Praise the Lord indeed. Praise the Lord indeed. I'm so happy. Let me fix this up. Okay. Sorry I was late. I had to make a smoothie or I'd be super crabby. We're going to get right to it though. Did you study up? Hey, do you got the answers today, Nora? Do you got the answers today? It'd be great if you did. It'd be really great if you did. Hi, Benjamin. Good to see you. Good to see you both. Happy Monday. It's a weird thing to say, isn't it? Happy Monday. Mm-hmm. Happy spring. First day of spring. First day of spring, and I am remembering my friend Nancy today. Yeah, remember my friend Nancy today. Okay, so we're going to go right to this study. And I better have it uploaded on the web like I thought I did, because the only thing I have is the book. And I'm not as extra prepared as I told you guys I was going to be today, but here we are. We're doing it anyway. Let me back this up a little bit. Back it up, Chucky. Back it up a little bit. There, that's better. You need some breathing room. Okay, say no more. We all know what that is, don't we, wifeys? Oh, yes, we do. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, then it's on me. That's okay. That's okay. That's quite all right, you know. That's what I'm here for. Hope to not disappoint. Let's make it fun. Let's make it real. Hi, my name is Deanna, and I'm streaming out of Humboldt County, about Humboldt County, to Humboldt County, and anyone else who cares. And a lot of people care, actually, and we're learning about what's going on with the makings of America here. This is a giant reference study for understanding the Constitution the best. That's the way it was put to me, and that's why I'm going through this. It's been really fun so far. Said to be one of the most comprehensive studies of learning about the Constitution. So, and I have found that it is pretty easy. It's like a pretty simple, like a simple, like ladies' Bible study kind of questions and answers or whatever. It's like right there. So later on, you guys, I am going to be doing a stream with my friend Shadow Dancer. We're going to be talking about some things. Okay, so watch for that one. All righty, let's go to standuphumboldt.news, the Constitution study, or the tab, and then the Constitution study is right under that. And I'm only having the visual aids for the lesson that I'm sharing right now. And we are on the last 3, I believe, maybe 4. 20. We're going to do 20 because we did the justice. I remember 20, 21, 22, and 23. And I do have all those pages uploaded. So let's just get right into that here. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, 4 minutes. Not too bad. Hi, all for his kingdom. Honey, and your brother is on his way to ER, huh? Well, we will be lifting him up in prayer, sweetie. I don't know if you're with him or what's going on there, but we definitely will be lifting him up in prayer. Okay, what right is anticipated by the phrase ensure domestic tranquility? How is this right to be enforced? Oh, yeah, we did cover that. But I wanted to go over it again very briefly. Did I leave 241 there? Yeah. ensure domestic tranquility. It was right there's the answer. This Constitution is designed to ensure peace, security, and domestic tranquility among the people. This provision anticipates the right of the people to enjoy a state of law and order, dun, 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 so that they can enjoy a sense of security and peace, right? But not that kind of law and order. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. So yeah, so on to the next question. Let's come back over to here. And let's, I guess we got it too big here. Okay. All right. So 21. What right is anticipated by the phrase provide for the common defense? Describe the feeling of two of the founders as to why the common defense, feelings of two of the founders as to why the common defense cannot be separated from domestic tranquility. And that is on page 243. So let's just read this together. It says here at the top of the page, the Constitution shall provide for a common defense against all enemies, both internally and externally. This provision anticipated the right of the people to be protected from all enemies who might seek to conquer or destroy the United States. Predatory warmongering nations use two methods of attack. One is invasion, the other is internal subversion. A common defense of the nation required the national government protect the states against both. The founders were unequivocal in their commitment to peace through strength. They felt that a nation cannot remain free unless it remains strong. Benjamin Franklin wrote, so there's your first answer to the question. The way to secure peace is to be prepared for war. They that are on their guard and appear ready to receive their adversaries are in much less danger of being attacked than of the supine, secure, and negligent. On the same theme, George Washington declared, to be prepared for war is one of the effectual means of preserving peace. Like being armed. And on another occasion, he said, the safety of the United States under divine protection to rest on the basis of systematic and solid arrangements exposed as little as possible to the hazards of fortuitous circumstances. Fortuitous. Oh, well, we have to look that one up. Fortuitous, what does that mean? Fortuitous. I want the Black's Dictionary, which I know where to find it. It's on Louis Brothers' website over here under links, I believe. Right there it is. Ta-da. I need this word. I don't know it. I must look it up. I don't suppose I could. No. Fortuitous. I know I've heard it. But we're going to look it up anyway. Fortuitous. It's probably, maybe it's not. Is it the right word? Is this the right one to use? Fortuitous. Yeah, is that it? Let's see. I think so. One or two. This probably isn't the right dictionary to use, is it? No. Dork. Okay, we'll just do it. Webster's 1880. 18 something, 1828. Is that it? Give me this one. I want this one. I don't want your new version. Fortuitous. Fortuitous. Latin. Of course it's Latin. It's an adjective, so it's a descriptive word. Of course it's Fortuna. You guys, duh, that's Fortuna. The friendly city. Fortuna. You get a call out today, Fortuna. Fortuna is south of Eureka, about 16 miles. I lived off Palmer Boulevard. The land of Fortuna is very near and dear to me. I was saved in the land of Fortuna at the Calvary Chapel on the corner of 9th and O. Is that right? Baptized and married in Fortuna. Well, I was baptized in the Pamplin Grove River, but Fortuna is very near and dear to me. I love Fortuna. Fortuitous means accidental, casual, happening by chance, coming or occurring unexpectedly or without any known cause. Like Jeff Woodkey getting released this morning. How fortuitous it was. But it's a good thing, right? We speak of fortuitous events when they occur without our foreseeing or expecting them, and of a fortuitous concourse of atoms. Oh boy. Whoa, where's my son? When we suppose the concourse, oh, you can make me look that up too, of atoms. Okay, when we suppose the concourse not to result from the design and power of controlling agent, but an event cannot be, in fact, fortuitous. Okay, so you can't have a planned fortuitous event. What is it about the atoms? If we're to concourse of atoms. What? Why? Why did you have to get so deep? And not a result from the design and power of the controlling agent. In other words, not by design, not an event. Concourse of atoms. I love how they put that. Wow. These guys were deep, man. They didn't use this shallow language of babble of today. That's for sure. They spoke in deep context and care and words. And concourse, a moving, flowing, or running together. Confluence, as a fortuitous concourse of atoms. Yeah, we got that. A concourse of men. Excuse me. 2, a meeting, an assembly of men, an assemblage of things, a collection formed by a voluntary or spontaneous moving and meeting in one place. And it gives a scripture, Acts 19:40. Let's check it. For we are in danger to be called in question for this day's uproar, there being no cause whereby we may give an account of this concourse. Interesting. 3, the place or point of meeting or a meeting, the point of junction of two bodies. Is that what Sheldon would call sex? No, he called it something else. What did he call? In the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, he had a funny word for it. Is it congening? Is that what he called it? The point of junction of two bodies. Okay. The drop will begin to move towards the concourse of the glasses. This application is unusual. Yes, it is. Okay. Yes, it is. Any thoughts in there? I don't know. Hi, Echo. Good to see you. Louis, if you're watching and you want to chime in, if anybody wants to chime in, because he can't respond in YouTube, and I was supposed to send him a copy, but I'm not done with the study yet. But if anybody wants to get on and discuss this study, you are welcome to. Okay, we're going back to it now. We're going back to it. I should always have that dictionary ready. Okay. Now we'll read this again. On the same thing, George Washington declared, to be prepared for war is one of the effectual means of preserving peace. And on another occasion, he said, the safety of the United States under divine protection ought to rest on the basis of systematic and solid arrangements, exposed as little as possible to the hazards of fortuitous circumstances. The founders had much to say about the need for a common defense and the means by which it could be provided without the risk of a military takeover in time of peace. The entire subject will be discussed later, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we answered that question, although, yeah, then that's going on to the next, if they even go to that question at all. So we got Benjamin Franklin and George Washington's thoughts that we needed to be armed up. So, if they wanted to mess around and find out, they would find out, well, we're ready for you. We may look peaceful, but we're ready for you. And so guess what? All you citizens of America, you also should be well armed. 22, what right is anticipated in the term? Oh, wait, did I answer the second part? Yeah, we did. We did that. We answered their feelings about peace through strength. What right is anticipated in the term general welfare? How has this expression been interpreted both as a grant of federal power and as a restriction on federal power? Ooh, let's see. I want to know. Don't you? Let's see. Where is that grant stuff? Was it 44? 45? What did they say it was? Where's our study questions? Where's our study questions? Dang it. What right is anticipated in the term general welfare? 244. Okay. General welfare. The Constitution is designed to promote those practices and policies which shall be for the general welfare of the whole nation. What? Even if I'm white, though? This provision anticipates the right of Americans to have its government serve the welfare of the people and their collective needs, that is, their general welfare, and not the use of the resources of the people for the benefit of certain states or certain people, which would be special welfare. Y'all need your special welfare in Humboldt County. You need your special people to call out your special proclamations. The term general welfare was used in the Articles of Confederation and elsewhere to refer to the well-being of the whole people. Under monarchs, the most objectable element of the autocracy was the discriminatory manner in which favors and privileges were extended to the king's pets. Often the most deserving were deliberately snubbed, while the less worthy received the king's royal accolades. It was therefore fundamental to a republic that the national government administer its power without prejudice, discrimination, or favoritism, or nepotism. Where's Hunter? Furthermore, the founders did not want the power and resources of the federal government to be used for the special benefit of any one region or any one state, nor were the resources of the people to be expended for the benefit of any particular group or any special class of citizens. Of course, there were some, including Alexander Hamilton when he became Secretary of the Treasury, who wanted to interpret the welfare clause as a general grant of power to the Congress to do anything which it felt was for the welfare of anyone or any part of the country. Now we know why they worship Hamilton. However, Jefferson and Madison were quick to point out that the federal government had been granted authority by the states to do only 20 things, that each of these must be carried out for the general welfare of the whole nation. They said this meant that the welfare clause was designed as a restriction of power, not a grant of power. Well, there we go. I could see that one formulating up in an affidavit somehow. Put a big red bow on it. People be drunk on grant money around here. How is this well, we already answered how it's been expressed. We don't need to go into that. We see the welfare state in California, don't we? Well, let's just give them money once a month, needles, crack pipes. Let's see what else? Hotel rooms. Kick out the local residents here that are working and paying the hotel to put in the drug addicts, because that makes sense. That's how it's been interpreted in Humboldt County for you. 23. What right is anticipated by the word secure the blessings of liberty? What did the founders say was necessary to the continuation of these blessings? According to Alexis de Tocqueville, what were Americans doing in the early 1830s to perpetuate our system? Okay, there's 3 questions there. So let's look. 245. We're just going to read 245. The founders said the purpose of the Constitution would be to secure the blessings of liberty for themselves and their posterity. I am sharing my screen, right? Yep, okay. Let's check it. The provision anticipated the right of all Americans to have their government continually engaged in the protection of the freedom of the people from generation to generation. The Constitution was designed to provide a divided, balanced, limited government so that it would remain in the center of the political spectrum and not drift toward anarchy or tyranny. The founders were well aware, however, that no structure of government, regardless of how perfect, would long remain in full force and effect until the people were trained in knowledge and qualities of virtuous character to make it operate successfully. Samuel Adams expressed the universal feelings of the founders when he said, "But neither the wisest constitution nor the wisest laws will secure the liberty and happiness of a people whose manners are universally corrupt." I wonder what they meant by corrupt back then. Was it really different than today? He therefore is the truest friend of the liberty of his country who tries most to promote its virtue, and who, so far as his power and influence extend, will not suffer a man to be chosen into any office or power and trust who is not a wise and virtuous man. When Alexis de Tocqueville came to the United States in 1831, he observed how much the perpetuation of the American political system depended upon the training of the youth in the schools. So did some other people. He returned to France and wrote his famous 2-volume work, Democracy in America, which he said cannot be doubted that in the United States, the instruction of the people powerfully contributes to the support of the democratic republic, and such must always be the case, I believe, where the instruction which enlightens the understanding is not separated from the moral education. He interviewed Americans at every level of society and wrote, "If you question an American respecting his own country, he will inform you what his rights are and by what means he exercises them. You will find that he is familiar with the mechanisms of the laws. The American learns to know the laws by participating in the act of legislation." What? Not cowering from it? Not just complying and being a good little boy or girl? The great work of society is ever going on before his eyes, and as it were under his hands. In the United States, politics are in the end and aim of education. De Tocqueville was particularly astonished by the knowledge that children possessed concerning the Constitution and how the American system operated. Well, wouldn't he be astonished today? Many of the children were studying little book of questions and answers called the Catechism on the Constitution. It was written by Arthur Stansbury and was published in 1828. Of course, I don't have it with me right now, but I've shared that one with the questions and the answers, and we can find it on the Library of Congress. The founders had much to say about the liberty and how easily it can be lost. In the following quotations, they addressed themselves to 6 questions. I don't think I uploaded the next page on there, but I have it here. Let me see. I think this is the last page I uploaded for today. Yep, it is. All right, let me finish it in the book here. But I'll leave you on the last page I had. Excuse me while I get to page 246. They address themselves to 6 questions. Ooh, that's probably not going to be this answer. Let me see. Do we have to answer this? Let me go see. I don't know if this is part of I lost track. Sorry. If we answered all these or not. Secure the bus. What did the founders say according to what the Americans are? What were Americans doing? They were learning that catechism book. So yeah, this is for the next binder questions. So this binder question will be getting removed. This binder question page will be getting removed, and the next page will be getting uploaded. And the next, questions pages, answers will be uploaded, and these will be removed. So that's how we're able to do this, with just, using it as a visual aid for the day. And that's it. And that's it. And we did 25 minutes on the dot. Wow. You've been worried about me. I'm good. I was taking a respite. Friday, my power was out. I'm sorry. You know what? This is probably actually this still 10. We're on 10 because I had it scheduled in my mind for Friday. It was going to be number 10, or did we do 10? I don't even know. Thank you, Devil Dog. Hi, Phil. Good to see you. So yeah, Friday my power went out, and then I had 3 people show up right when I was getting ready to set up the stream. I've been on pretty good, but so that's what happened Friday. And then we didn't even fire up the generator much. But yep. Okay, you guys. Well, so next time it'll be Wednesday at 12. Wait, what's today? Today's Monday. And we're doing these lessons on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I had it written down here somewhere. I need to put it more. I know I'm not very clear with my stuff. I'm trying to get it better, cohesive. But our study is here on the homepage. You can find me on, that's where it's written. Right here, the Making of America study course is scheduled for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12:30 Pacific. So Friday I missed, but we got through the first session, and it took us 3 weeks, and there's 31 sessions. So I want to try to speed it up next time, but I like the pace we're doing it. I got to figure out a way to make it faster. It seems like that needs to be read anyway. It needs to be read. So even if I pre-read it, I'd prefer to pre-read it. Sometimes I don't get to pre-read it, but thank you guys so much. And I'll see you Wednesday at 12:30 for this. I'm going to try to stream later today with Shadow Dancer. We're going to be talking about some serious things that are going on right now and around the YouTubers. And so it's concerning to some of us streamers and people in the community. So you might want to catch that one. Love y'all. Peace out. See you next time. Thank you for supporting and learning with me.